Before speaking of my experience with a spirit, I need to preface by stating that I didn't have any preconceived notions because I knew nothing of the hotel. We didn't bring a laptop and my cell is inadequate. I couldn't search it once my husband confessed because we were already on the road. He's sneaky, LOL. He knew nothing of the history of the hauntings, nor did I. After learning he called every property before finally locating the last room in Cripple Creek at the Hotel St. Nicholas, did he confess to it being a historic inn. With negative experiences in the past with properties labeled historic, he knew I'd be leery. I chose not to ask because ignorance is bliss. Had I inquired too much, it would have dampened his efforts, so I kept my judgy hotel mouth shut. LOL. Now, let me talk to you about my completely unexpected and terrifying encounter with a ghost. My husband and I were laying in bed at the end of the night watching TV. We were in room 6. My back was turned as I faced the exterior wall. I dozed off, or perhaps completely awake. I'm not sure. My husband was entranced in his TV show. All of a sudden, I look towards the double door and see an old man standing at the entry. He was tall, thin, and dressed in 1800s gray attire. He was focused on me, not looking away. As he started to slowly enter the room and approach me, I cried out. I couldn't move and couldn't scream. I was trying so hard. I was finally able to vocalize with a panicked whimpering. My husband shook me on the shoulder and suddenly everything was okay. I told him I had a bad dream because, again, I had no knowledge of spirit encounters or hauntings here and didn't know if I'd even fallen asleep. Shortly after I knew I had experienced more, I told my husband and he couldn't refute. He had never heard me whimper like that. The next morning I went downstairs to ask if anyone had ever seen a ghost. I was speaking to a very kind woman who was working in the industrial kitchen, not for guests, when she told me yes, there's a history. She described the man I'd seen. I'm not embellishing. This is 100% true. If you asked me if I'd return, I'd tell you I'm not sure. Being I felt a very dark spirit with him, I'd only do so with great trepidation. But there's the other side of me who wants to see if he'd make another visit. LOL. I loved the hotel though and highly recommend. The only downside besides the angry spirit was the creaky floors. Nothing you can't get over though.